Now, son, you see that there?
It's a tugboat, isn't it?
Right. Wow, just look at it go. You know, Phil, the tugboat, for its size, is the most
powerful craft afloat. I know, Dad, you've told me.
Have you been here before, Grandpa?
Oh, yes. Many times.
Your grandfather and I used to come here all the time and watch the ships.
It's been so long since I've been able to get a good look at the harbor. Your mother hasn't been willing to take me since my surgery. Kids, look at that. You know, kids, the tugboat, for its size, is the most
powerful... You finish.
Most powerful craft afloat.
Philip, you got a call while you were out. It sounds dreadfully important.
Ah, Mrs. Oddman. Any idea when your husband will be here?
He's on his way back from New York. He should be on the island by nightfall, but I'll be here in his place in the meantime. Now what's happened here?
That's what we're trying to assess, ma'am. Only one of us was here when the explosion happened, and he's less than confident what he's seen.
I saw a man walk into the tunnel holding something. I didn't think much of it. And then there was this huge crash and all these stones were flying and I heard glass breaking and
When will the cleanup crew be here?
They're arriving shortly, Mrs. Oddman. But we thought we'd wait until Mr. Oddman returns before we started excavating.
Let's get started.
He's coming.
the boss?
Worse.
My couches!
Michelle, I got here the second I could. There was a delay. Do we know how this happened?
From what we can determine, it appears to have been some kind of deliberate sabotage.
From who?
I don't know, but I've got my hunches.
Was anyone killed?
Whoever lit the dynamite.
Oh my god. This was a bad idea.
What was?
This quarry, this project. Look at this disaster. Ever since you called me, I've been thinking that we should have...
What?
Maybe we should have left this part of the island alone.
Phil, listen to yourself. Are you joking?
Michelle, someone died.
And it was their fault. You really think you'd throw all of this away for nothing? This is why I make your decisions.
Hello there, Ryan. Is something wrong?
Ryan, what are you doing here alone? Where are your coaches? Oh, what's wrong?
I'm just so disgusted with myself.
You didn't do anything.
I could have prevented this. Don't you understand, Michelle? This island is my responsibility. If anything goes wrong, it's on my head. Someone died because of me, and the whole quarry is destroyed.
And how could you have prevented it?
Security. If someone can just walk into the quarry whenever they please and do whatever they want, who knows what could happen? If I were keeping an eye on everything properly, these sorts of accidents wouldn't be happening.
And how exactly are you going to do that?
We need to upgrade.
Well, Mr. Oddman, it's hard to say what advancements in security you could pursue at this stage. You've already got a whole military base up and running. I can hardly think of a better way of keeping everything under control.
But it's not enough. I need a way to keep an eye on the whole island at once.
Maximum control. I see. Have you ever thought of cameras?
What, like from movies?
Yeah, we've got these newfangled surveillance cameras already installed in some places. The technology's in its infancy, but a man like yourself might appreciate its usefulness.
Cameras.
morning, everyone! So this is what it's like for the rest of you to settle in for the night. I'm always on the other side of the island, by myself. So I don't usually...
That's nice, William. Now please, let me continue. I was set to be approaching Tidmouth Beach this morning when the most ghastly flock of seagulls swept in overhead.
Oh, there's a dreadful seagull problem around Tidmouth Beach. They're everywhere. I can't escape them.
Did you know that seagulls have been observed to occasionally practice cannibalism?
Thomas, you're here. Where have you been?
Wait a second.
Hello, everyone. What's all this about Thomas? I don't see him anywhere. Ryan? What happened? What do you mean? Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late. There was an elderly passenger who wouldn't get off, and the station master had to call the police. Wait, what? Thomas, good to see you. Ryan? What on earth? You look just like me. I do? I just wanted a proper coat of Northwestern Railway blue was all. It seemed silly wearing my old Great Northern lettering all the time. Isn't it lovely?
Ryan, you look exactly like Thomas. How on earth are we supposed to tell the two of you apart?
Oh, well, I just thought it would be nice I thought maybe it would be better for me to fit in more by I had honestly forgotten that cerulean was the official NWR color. Thomas has been the only engine to wear it for so long. If anything, I'd say green is the official color of our railway. Seems like most of us are green nowadays. I suppose Phil really fancies it. What else is new? Oh, you don't...
Why did you only decide to change now?
I think I left something at the Steamworks.
They're state-of-the-art technology, Mr. Rodman. Each camera can record up to 6 days of non-stop video before needing the tape replaced. Each one can be connected and fed back to one location so you can see everything happening in real time.
Real time? Wow. I didn't even know that was possible.
Like I said, Mr. Rodman, state-of-the-art technology.
This was a silly idea. Now I just stick out more than ever.
Oh, hey there, Ryan. Fancy seeing you here.
Oh, hello there, William. Oh, what?
Notice anything?
William, you blew. How?
I just felt like it was time to fit in a little better. You know, match the livery of the railway and all. Even if it's not what's commonly used anymore. I guess it's what the kids call retro. So how do I look?
Blue. Just like me.
I guess we're bringing it back.
Excuse me, Mr. Oddman. Mr. Oddman? Hello there. Albert Jennings. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Well, Mr. Oddman, it seems I've encountered a bit of a predicament. You see, I supervised a small rail operation in the far north. We've had a terrible bankruptcy and we're trying desperately to sell off our engines. We have 2 diesels that we're practically giving away, and we've heard that Sodor is something of a sanctuary for engines in need.
Well, 2 engines, huh? Look, I'll give it my utmost consideration. This is rather sudden for you to be just...
Terribly sorry, sir. It's just that we only have a short time left, and we'd really like to make sure these engines have a good home. We'd practically hand them over to you. Just something for you to consider.
Right. Well, we'll see. I'm a very busy man. You'll have to message my assistant.
Right, sir. I will. Thank you. Well, I hope that I read this over right.
I don't usually see many engines around here in the evening. It's pretty quiet.
Well, I'd rather not return to the sheds after last night.
I don't understand what the big deal is. Why does it matter if you're blue? I don't think you look like Thomas at all. Well, here we are. Home sweet home.
This is where you live?
Of course. It might not look like it now, though. The shed used to match my paint better than it does now. But we can always have it repainted to match.
But you're so far in the woods. Isn't there anyone around?
You're around?
No, I mean, usually.
Well, there's a bird's nest in one of the rafters of my shed. The babies have left, but the parents still live there. Well, one of them does. I'm not quite sure exactly what happened.
So, you have no company most of the time? Whenever you're not working?
Oh, certainly not. When I'm not working, I'm usually at the harbor or the yard, and I just watch the seagulls or the rabbits or whoever else is nearby. It's never really lonely.
So, you're content with this?
Sure, why wouldn't I be? There's always someone around if you look hard enough. There's always someone watching.
This is just the display model. It functions, but they said it would be a short while before the others I ordered would be in stock.
Do you really think this is the smartest way to improve security? You couldn't find any better ideas?
What do you mean, better ideas? This is perfect. Wait until you see them in action. The man at the store explained it perfectly.
How many cameras did you buy?
Enough to never have to worry about security ever again.
Is this all necessary?
Michelle, we've talked this to death. We're getting the cameras, and that's final. You know, it is rather peaceful out here. I usually can't appreciate the forest with all the other engines around.
Yeah, they don't quite appreciate it like Henry and I do. But I don't mind. More for us.
You know, it's strange. I can remember when you were just being built.
Oh yeah? I don't. What was it like?
Well, I didn't have much involvement, but I do recall seeing your first test run.
Oh yeah, I remember that day. I have the photo in my shed.
Times sure are different now around here. The whole island feels so different than it did all those years ago. And back then they said it felt different from how it was before that.
The The stability of the island has really flourished recently. Mr. Ardman has done a good job.
He certainly does.
Sir, I'm afraid there's going to be a delay.
What are you talking about?
The 2 engines you purchased.
I didn't purchase any engines.
Well, we got a call a while back saying you had agreed to purchase 2 diesel engines.
What? I only ever said I'd consider it, not go through with it. How much should we spend?
£100 each.
£100 each? That's impossible. There must have been some sort of error.
No, sir, it's confirmed. The payment's gone through.
Are they in working order?
To my knowledge, sir, yes. But as I was saying, there will be a delay to their arrival. Do you want me to arrange a cancellation?
Well, maybe I'd best let them come after all. May as well give them a chance. Come to think of it, there have been some requests for an engine at the military base. Let them go through. Well, Ryan, you're in higher spirits than when I last saw you. Well, sir, I've had an eventful few days.
All you needed to be less blue was to be painted blue, I suppose.
William, I hate you. Thank you for no longer being red. Goodbye, Thomas.